Hello YouTube, Lord Xander here. How you guys doing? Hope all is well there, everyone. For review today, we have the Terminator, the Enemy Within, Dark Horse Comics, a 4-issue limited series, continuation from the last video series that we had. This series was produced back in 1991 of November. All right, so quick synopsis. All right, in the near future, machines will become self-aware, acting on the cold logic of that as Terminators. Of course, everyone knows about the nuclear fire. So they're sending 800 model series Cyberdyne from the future to eliminate its enemies here in the past. So of course, Kyle Reese was they're not in this series, any of these series, but it's kind of between that time. So there's a half human, half Terminator technician, 1825M, and also through future soldiers. So, anyways, and of course, the Terminator, also an 800 series. I think his model number was like C890L. Had its objective of terminating Sarah Connor and John Connor before he was born. Switched. He fought another Terminator, and now he repaired himself. So Mary Randall and Dudley, as he's called, 125M, half human, half Terminator, joined by Ed Aston. He's a former assistant to Dr. Holster, the main developer of Skynet. So this is, of course, before the movie canon, T2, Miles, Benedict, Dyson, blah, 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 whatever. So moving on here. So, and of course, at the last issue, the bad guy again is going to be C890L, who was able to reprogram and rebuild himself from the mutilated Terminator female, Z000M. So here we have Future War. Of course, we have Dudley, and we have Mary. So he's having like an existential crisis. Am I a man? Am I a machine? Okay, we have again, we have good art here. He has kind of like PTSD, his nightmares and stuff, just like Mary. So apparently, they're kind of a thing. So he's having conflicts, killed a woman or not killed a woman. So here we have, of course, another police detective doing a thing, Lieutenant Sloan. Yeah, I think his name's Alex Sloan. So they have pictures of course, the first future soldier who was blasted in half by the plasma pistol of the future. Again, Lieutenant Sloan's trying to figure out what the F's going on. So we have the triage here of buddies saying, no, hey, it's not over yet. So in Utopia, Texas, 5 miles from the Mexican border, there's like a halfway house or something of this gang, and they walk in and oh snap, everybody's dead. So of course, who is it? It's our rebuilt Terminator, who's back on his objective. So he goes terminating all the biker humans, takes out the, just lays waste into the bikers. Through him about to escape, he grabs some like rusty old blades from a saw, and chunk, they're dead. And he's just on a new objective. He's got to terminate Mary Randall, And Dr. Aaron, of course, Dudley, I guess might try to reconnect with him. So that's issue 1. So he's got a gun, he's got himself a half semi, and we're moving on to issue number 2. So again, beautiful covers. Oh, let me see, show you who deserves the credit here. Always give credit where credit's due. So of course, we have these are the people that created, and of course, Barbara Kessel, editor. Oh my God, here's a woman in the comic book industry back in the day, back in the 90s. It's All right, so again, this is back in 91. All right, so here we have Future War. We have some more resistance, human resistance characters gonna teleport back into the past. And there's a whole bunch of Terminators that are coming out, and of course they're not able to handle all of them, and they teleport back in the past. They blow up the facility, and we're living life here. And of course, the female protagonist, that lieutenant from the future, looks like a woman. God forbid. All right, so again, we have a human resistance to the future getting laid waste by a Terminator here. All right, so we have the lieutenant here thinking that hey, she's kind of feeling guilty being in the past, because it's relatively peaceful, other than Terminator hunting, I guess, if you can consider that peaceful. So we have the Terminator driving a semi truck here, or half of it without the trailer. Boom, takes out a police officer, and look at that, he's just looking awesome. All right, so he terminates the officer. All right, so they're doing research on Dudley, because they're trying to make sure that he doesn't, revert back to being fully loyal to Skynet and stuff. So they're, hooked him with a computer, his CPU, and getting good schematics and all that. Again, we're back at the police station here, and Dudley is trying to, I guess, he was trying to get mind wipe or something by maybe some defensive protocols within the Terminator. Okay, more future soldiers, they come back. Of course, our Terminator boy here, he just eliminating everybody and destroying evidence, so being the crafty Terminator that he is. Oh, now I see this ad here, Star Wars Dark Empire. Oh my God, this is what episode, the Disney Star Wars trilogy should have been. I mean, we got, of course, Han Solo, Luke Skywalker. Man, that was a good series, made back in 91. All right, anyways, so again, Terminator number 3. Of course, the police, corner, there's like a robbery, and of course, there's our Terminator armed to the brim with weapons, and of course, our modern weapons cannot really harm it, and he's out taking out the cops like crazy. Okay, so they save Dudley. Lieutenant's packing some serious heat there. Okay, they're moving on. Okay, Terminator is dressed like a cop now. And then he runs across some gangbangers. And look at that pose, man. Like, these gangbangers just unload into the Terminator thing. It's just a regular beat cop, and let's just say it doesn't go well for them. So let's skip some pages here. Of course, here's that scumbag, Dr. What's-His-Face from, making advancing the Terminator model, he burns everything onto a CD. Okay, so Cyberdyne. Okay, hey, you remember that, boys and girls, the grenade launcher? Yep. Okay, so there's a little fan tribute to T2. Alright, so here we flash, I guess, back or forward into the future. And here we have the final issue of Terminator: The Enemy Within, issue number 4. Alright, so we have our future soldiers. They're going to go out and, eliminate, Cyberdyne and all the scientists, and, of course, gets blasted, and the gun gets lost. So we have, of course, our lieutenant here. And of course, guess who picks up the plasma pistol? Okay, it's a Terminator. Da, da, da. And he's laying waste to the newly teleported resistance members. Okay, and here we have a lieutenant. And then, boom, knocks down the Terminator. Of course, the police are here. The SWAT team is about to... oh, snap. Okay, again, they're just getting wasted here because the Terminator chassis is too tough for our modern day weapons. Dudley jumps in. He's able to, do some damage to some of the internal circuitry, the area, because he gets in real close and, jams a pistol in there and just unloads. So he's losing a lot of, I guess, important hydraulic fluids. Then, the police lieutenant here is able to drop the Terminator into some acid. And here we have our girl here taking care of business. And she's like, God damn it, I'm sick and tired of you. And she like blows it to hell, pretty much. Your history. So again, unfortunately for humanity, the disc with, I guess, all the information downloaded from the Terminator CPU, so on and so forth, is passed on. So that was the series, boys and girls. So thank you for watching. Please leave a comment, like, subscribe, and we will see you soon. Bye.